this is Georgia with Georgia's Crafty Creations, and I'm coming to you today with a project as part of the design team for European Papercrafts. And what European Papercrafts is a company that brings you unique and beautiful card making supplies from brand name companies in Europe. And the owner is Katrin Field. She lives in California but is a native of Germany. And she wanted to bring quality 3D card making supplies to us in the US. So we're going to get started today. And I'm going to be making a Valentine's card for my hubby. And what I'm going to be using, this card is a Hardy Crafts luxury card, which also comes with the envelope. It has this nice cutout in it. And we're also going to be using Anita's heart-shaped chocolates page. And what I decided I want to use this champagne bucket because I just think it's kind of classy. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. I did not do a card ahead of time because I wanted to do it on camera with you guys. So let's get this opened up. Now what's nice about these pieces, you can make a couple cards out of the package, is they're numbered. You can make 2 cards. There's ones that have B and one that have A, and we're going to choose all the ones with A. And let's go ahead and punch those out. And actually I'm going to do them one by one to put on the card so we make sure and get them in the right order. This is A1. And I think we're going to put the base one like flat on the card because I like that. And I'm just going to use my double-sided tape to put this one down because I don't want to raise this one up. But I do want it to stick good, so I use a lot of tape on it. I think we'll put it about right there. Yep. And then we're going to go back to our card, and we're going to get A2. These are very easy to punch out. Now I do want mine to have shape. I like my 3D items to have shape. I usually buy mine already made. But I'm just going to take a shaping tool just to give it a little bit of shape around the edges. And go ahead and just do that. I don't want a lot. Just a little bit, at least on the base one. That looks good. And I notice I didn't punch out a spot right here, so I want to get that out. There we go. Then we're going to take some 3D foam squares, and I think we'll just put one at the bottom, the side, and one near the top, and then one in the middle. I like the idea of doing my own 3D toppers. I have made some in the past before, but this, if you're new to card making, this would be a really great way to build up dimension and make a really pretty card. Or if you've made cards for a while like I have, I like the different look of it. Okay, so we're going to take that one and layer it on. There we go. And make sure I get this. Okay, so then that was 1 and 2. We're going to grab A3. You know, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull them all out. Make sure there's no cutouts. So that will be 3. And then I saw 4 is down here. Have to be careful with 4 because of the stem of the glass. That's 4. Five. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm just going to line those up there, make sure I have all of them. Yep. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and shape this one a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. And then we're going to do it again. We're going to put a foam square at the bottom. I think I'll do a couple in the middle. And then I'm just going to do one right at the neck of the bottle. So I'm just going to lay that there. We're going to go ahead and shape these and then we'll put them all on at the same time. Just a little bit there. Put a square there. And I think the square is too big. And I don't think I brought scissors into this room. So I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try cutting down the middle of a couple of these with my cutter. And that didn't work. Well, I know what we'll do. We'll just kind of scrunch it up a little bit. My craft room is in disarray because we're redoing the ceiling. So I don't have all my craft supplies up here. Let's see if I can just scrunch it on there. Yep, it worked. But I think I'm going to come into the same problem. Let's shape our roses. Kind of got sidetracked with that. Let's get the shaping done. Now the top two layers, I'm going to shape them just a little bit more. I'm going to come to the front, do a little bit, and then our final piece. Which I'm going to grab a smaller tip for it. And that's a bigger one. Where's the little one? There we go. I'm going to flip that one over and we're going to do a little bit in the middle because I kind of like this top one to come up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to put a foam square on this one. And let's see if one will fit on the little one, which it will. You could do thinner foam dots if you didn't want it raised up as high. It will cost more to mail it, but since I'm not mailing this one, I like it. I'm going to make it really puff out. I really need to dig some of my tools out. Okay, have that one ready. So get that all lined up. Our rose in our bottle. See how that's building up? And because I'm doing thicker squares, it's just going to make a nice raised piece. I don't have any fingernails, so this is kind of hard getting it off without the tool I normally use. So we're going to get our, and that's going to show a little bit. I'm really loving the rose at the base of this. I'm going to make sure I get my rose lined up right and get it the right direction. And then the final one. This one's a little trickier. It goes this way. That is very, very pretty. I'm going to go ahead and bend those down though. And if you look at that, it's got nice 3D layering to it. And then for the last thing I'm going to do, I have a stamp that says, with love, because I always like a sentiment on mine. We're going to look at this paper. I think I would like to have one with red. Let's see. Yep, that'll fit on that one, I think. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rip this because I want to put a bigger piece into my MISTI to hold this where I want it. So I'm going to pull that off of there. We'll go ahead and set this aside for another card. Grab my MISTI. And we're just going to lay this down and put my magnet on it to keep it in place. Oh, I'm not sure that's, yeah, that's the one I want. Now this does have some little hooks to it, so I want to make sure and get that really centered in the middle so that those aren't off. I'm going to push that down. This is one that's very hard to do upside down, but we will do it. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to ink up my stamp. Actually, I like it. I'm going to ink it one more time just to make it a little darker. There we go. Pull that off. I'll clean that in a minute. Now we'll go ahead and pop it out. And what I like about this, you can make another piece to go underneath it, but since it's red, I'm just going to put it on right like that. I'll set this aside. Now all I got to do is decide where I want it. Actually, I think I'm going to do it kind of like it's a tag off the bottle. So we're going to do that one flat too. So I'm going to go ahead and just use my double-sided tape. And do it like a little tag coming off. And that was very quick and easy to do. And you have a nice, elegant card in a short time. Now for the end, I do usually finish out my inside, which I will for this one. But since it's for my hubby, I'm not going to really share what I do with that. But what I normally do, I'll show you how I do it. I measure my card, which this card is 4.5 by 6.5. So what I would do is I would cut a piece of copper. First I would go on my computer, I'd print something out with a sentiment, I'd measure, make a square, get my sentiment where I wanted it. I would print it out and then put it into the card so it makes like a little leaflet book inside. On my next card I'll show you what I do with that, but like I said, since this one's for my hubby, I want to keep the inside between him and me on this one. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, like and subscribe below. I'll leave the link for you to find the supplies over at European Papercrafts. The website is 3dcardmaking.com. And try new things. I like to try new things. Sometimes if you need a card quickly, this is really great. But like I said, I love, love, love the dimension on this. So have a great day, everybody. Happy crafting.